Hello, little bumblebee. Don't mind me, just picking some leaves. Good morning, friends. We are right now at that one moment in time that a European hornet was about to attack me. Right now is that one time of year where my Cotinus tree, or Cotinus, I don't actually know how to pronounce it, but here we go, I'm going to say Cotinus for the rest of the day, is having very, very purple. And you know, whenever something turns purple, what I want to do, right? I want to dye with YE. Now, in my book, my one book I have on natural dyeing, Jenny Dean says absolutely nothing about Cotinus. She does mention it on her blog as a dyestuff that has been popular during the Middle Ages. So at least we know that we can dye with it. What color it is going to give, that's all up to our own experimentations. I'm going to guess green. What's your guess? I have some Belgian milksheep wool prepared. I have scoured and washed it, and it is now getting a nice mordanting bath with alum. The leaves are on the boil. Let's make some Cotinus soup. Now, as always, when dyeing, natural dye or any other kind of dye, ventilate your space, because sometimes shit can be toxic, but also sometimes shit can be very stinky. And Cotinus is no exception, especially on the stinky part. So I have strained off the first batch of leaves, and our dye bath is pretty pink. I'm not sure whether this is enough dye to dye all this fluff, so we're just going to gather more leaves. It's getting hot in here. My sweat levels are reaching close to Rachel Maxey levels. Now our Cotinus leaves have been simmering in different batches over a couple of hours. I'm going to call it good. But I have read that the Cotinus is in the sumac family, and this had got my gears churning. So the sumac family, I'm going to read it off screen because these words are way too difficult for a non-native English speaker. So, the sumac family and the Cotinus tree has natural pigments such as carotenoids, xanthophyll and beta-carotene. So, I'm no chemist. I literally do not know what any of that means, but I am hoping, slightly hoping, that it means that I can also dye with Cotinus without a mordant. So I have washed and scoured a little bit of the Belgian milksheep fleece, and I'm going to divide my dye over the two pots. And well, you know, what's a Mijn Wolden video without a bit of shenanigans, chaos and experimentation? Well, probably orderly and very pleasant to watch, but that's not why you're here now, is it? Let's get to the chaotic experimental shenanigans. Yeah, shit, it's so hot. How did it get so hot? That should be enough for this one. Yuck. Ah, you can't see. There. Where are we? Look at all of this becoming so scrumptiously green. Ah, yeah! Now, while this green is already proof that you can get very vibrant colors with natural dyeing, naturally, our experiment doesn't stop here. Got 2 little tubs, and I'm going to make some afterbaths. One with an iron mordant and one with a wood ash lye in it. And let's see how it modifies the color. This iron modifier is a mixture of water, vinegar and rusty nails, whatever I could find. And wood ash lye or wood ash solution is wood ash and water, and then just let that sit. Ooh! Oh, wait! I got the camera here. That's turning blue. Or well, black. Let's see what it does to the wool. If this becomes blue, I'll be so excited. These are colors I had never expected from natural dye. They're so bright, almost neon. Let's take some wool. That really is blue. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna leave that in there for a little bit, but not too long, because the chemicals might turn the wool fragile and breakable and not nice to work with. This is looking so exciting right now. I think I can fairly state that I did the impossible, or at least what I deemed impossible, from my own garden, and that is to create a dye that resembles the color blue. After rinsing, it looks a lot less prominently blue. It's back to a little bit more green, but turquoise? I'm really happy with this. This is beyond my wildest dreams of what I would achieve in this video with this dye. And then, if we compare the original mordanted fluff to the wood ash lye fluff, it's a lot more yellowy. It's more chartreuse, while this is more like a mint or a pistachio green. Both really, really vibrant and colorful, and I love it. The camera is not doing it justice from what I can see on the viewfinder. It's much, much, much more vibrant. It's the most vibrant color I have yet achieved with a natural dye stuff that was not onion skins. And then, the other question, can you dye with Cotinus without using alum as a mordant, or without using a mordant as a whole? And the answer is yes, but I'm not quite sure how I would describe this color. It's a dirty mix of grey, yellow and maybe a little bit pinkish. What do you say this color is? And I'm also not sure how light and dye fast this is. So I will have to report back to you in a couple of months, maybe a year, I don't know. this might be quite a short video, and also I will apologize right now for showing you the absolute beautiful colors that you can get from a Cotinus tree in June and publishing this video in August. But I have my reasons. The reason is I'm not in the country right now when you're watching this, and I still wanted to have something for you to watch while not interrupting my Tour de Fleece schedule. So next year in June you can replicate these results if you want to. Or maybe it's actually quite interesting to compare what Cotinus leaves do in August. Maybe I'll make a follow-up one to this one. Giving myself more ideas than I can make videos of. In any case, if you're interested in more natural dyeing shenanigans, here is a playlist. And otherwise, if you like these kind of fiber shenanigans, then maybe you could like, comment or subscribe. But of course, that is all up to you. And as for me, I will see you in a next video. Bye!